predators could be posing as minicab drivers to prey on young women and during this Christmas party season. Transport for London has employed an extra 50 enforcement officers to try to get to grips with this, and LBC's political editor Theo Usherwood has spent a morning with some of them, and it didn't take him long to find a driver who was flouting the rules.
Nick, yes, I've been out with Val Shawcross, London's Deputy Mayor for Transport, and half a dozen of their new enforcement officers to find out the scale of the problem of illegal minicabs, and it took me just half an hour to find one breaking the rules.
Compliance officer for TfL?
Yes, I know.
We're just doing some checks, basically.
Yes.
On your badge and also on your insurance.
Yes.
Which company do you work for?
I work for Uber and I have a company myself.
The danger is that we fear that there are predatory sexual criminals out there pretending to be minicabs, and they're not just doing it for financial reasons, they're doing it because they're actually looking for vulnerable passengers. Last year, there were 37 taxi or minicab drivers who were arrested who were licensed and accused of that kind of crime, but there were hundreds more who were untraceable.
They just sent email so I can send the Uber. Because the paperwork...
Have you got a copy of the email?
No, I haven't got it. I've got it on the phone, innit?
Okay, all right.
No, it's not in that lot. Who do you work for? Uber.
There was one certificate there, wasn't there?
There was one certificate, but it's an expired insurance. It ran out back in the summertime, so it doesn't cover him for now. Okay, you should have it with you at all times whilst you're working. I'm going to have to report you for not carrying your valid insurance.
Why I'm having such a hustle here? I don't know.
Now, in the last month...
There was no shortage of people that tackled them, was there?
No, absolutely not. In the last month, TfL has stopped just north of 11,000 minicab drivers. Of those, just shy of 1,400 were breaking the rules. That's 1 in 8 found by TfL to be driving illegally. Now, I'm sure, as you will hear from callers, and you heard in that package, the problem in some cases was Uber. In my outing, we stopped 8 drivers, 6 were Uber, and the driver you heard being reprimanded was indeed an Uber driver. The issue we came across repeatedly was a lack of insurance documentation. Some of them had it on their phone, but there are new rules coming in next month, which means that they must carry a hard copy. I have a statement from Uber. All drivers on the Uber app have the correct insurance, and Uber holds a copy of this document. When a policy is no longer valid, the driver will not receive trip requests. TfL recently introduced a new regulation requiring private hire drivers to also carry a hard copy of their insurance. While all drivers on the Uber platform have the correct insurance, the requirement to carry a hard copy may not have been fully understood in this instance. But there is a problem. Not just with insurance, but as Val was saying, that TfL feel very much aware that young women out in this Christmas party season, getting into cabs that they haven't necessarily booked, they've seen them on the street touting for business, and they're getting into those cabs, and then they could find themselves in a very, very difficult situation.
LBC's Theo Usherwood reporting. Theo, thank you. Let's carve time out for one more call concerning prisons. It's